Hello.
Got some doodly shapes tonight.
Doodly shapes. So I can whisper.
Wait, sorry.
Instagram? I don't know. Well, if anyone's watching on Instagram, say hi. Not sure if it's working. Oh. Hey, what's up, Mark?
Maybe do it.
Just doing nothing real specific tonight. Just chilling with tunes. What are you drawing tonight, Mark? Oh, nice. That's cool. Is it like role-playing of some sort? It's like kind of crazy. There's artists out there now that make a living just they're off commissions of drawing people's D&D characters. A 0-player game? What's that mean?
Oh, interesting.
Is it like a self-guiding Sims or something? They just,
Random going through doing stuff and like algorithms that see what happens to them. Oh yeah, interesting.
that's kind of cool though. I like that. Oh yeah. That kind of makes sense that it would evolve to something like that. But that's kind of a cool idea to just little self-contained microcosmos for your little character to just run through and do his stuff and see where he ends up. How long do they last? Do you like start a character every day and run it all night, or does it go for like days and weeks? Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's a really game if you're not even playing it. Guess it's like watching sports though. You're not playing it, but you're watching it and you're into the game. Oh wow. That's interesting. Did you see the latest season of Black Mirror? There was an episode kind of like that where they were these little AI creatures that were like these little cute, a village of these cute little creatures, but this guy had them running. And they like got smarter and smarter, and he learned to communicate with them, and they actually bit a well, yeah, I don't want to steal it, but I think you'd really like one of the episodes in the last season. It's about these little cute characters. I have to find out the name of it though. That's why you like watching me draw. Why? Because you're waiting for your character to do their thing. You just have it running there beside me. What is Black Mirror on? Is that Netflix? Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Let's see if I can find. Wow, 7 seasons. Let's see. Plaything. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like watching me draw like those. I mean, I don't play sports or watch sports, but I like watching people draw too. Probably the same sort of dopamine hit for us. Yeah, right. All right, season 7 of Black Mirror. It's called Plaything. You should check that out. Pretty interesting. Creates a society of digital life forms. Alright, what's next here? I'm just trying to feel random patterns in this thing. So I did. Did you see the this I did yesterday on stream. The Bomb Devil from Chainsaw Man. Yeah, it's freaking 7 seasons, man. But yeah, I did this yesterday on stream for like 4 hours, and I recorded this, but I did this thing. Oh yeah, I put a thumbnail for this one, and then yeah, this is and I am like brain fried right now. Clayface from Batman. Of course, we did a Batman too. He's doing some fan art. I did Jim Mahfood's character too. He showed it on his stream actually. This is Arachnid Enforcer, his Kickstarter. So Yeah, these are turned out pretty cool. I'm digging it. Like, this turned out great. I love this character. I don't know if you've seen the movie yet, but it was freaking awesome. Oh yeah, here it is. So I did these ones that are in a shape. This is like listening to the new Love and Rockets album. And then this one too, which are all confined to a shape. Shape, but tonight I'm doing this shape. Did I get it? Yeah, this is upside down like that. Not that it'll matter when it's done. But thanks, dude. Yeah, I'm just using these things, but I just kind of slowing down and just doing like a stream of consciousness, a stream of, oh, sorry, let me turn it up. Probably not close enough. There we go. How's that? Yeah, I think I turned the music up last night when I was listening, and because I was just jamming out to some music. I was smoking some weed. I was drawing last night on stream, and I just got lost in it. Ooh, parallel pen, nice. Yeah, I got these three here. I love parallel pens. I want to start using them on these more too. I'm not quite confident enough though. They're fun to play with, but I'm not confident with the stuff I get. It always looks sloppy, so I'm still seeing. But these are feeling good, so I've been liking how these are turning out. Might make for good t-shirts too. I just ordered a couple t-shirts with that circular and triangular one on it. Should be kind of interesting. But yeah, let's see what we got next. Yeah, just like I've been doing the last couple weeks, just kind of trying to turn the mind off and only half paying attention to what I'm drawing. Oh yeah. Are you familiar with what's the artist Ashley Wood? Or Jim Mahfood? Those two guys. Both those guys use parallel pens for all their work, and it's like kind of the signature of their style, and it's really good. Oh shoot, what was 1000 again? Shit, I probably have it on a tab and I forgot. Which I do. Oh wait, I think I might have checked him out. I think you told me about him the same time as Peter Draws, and I just got so locked into Peter Draws that I was just like, I got his book. Like, him and I think exactly alike. The lines he puts down are just like I'm thinking. Yeah, I have seen. I think I followed his Instagram now. Does he do animated graffiti too sometimes? I'm trying to remember if that's the same guy. But yeah, I actually looked him up, and I've had like graffiti artists showing up in my feed too, and there's a guy showed up yesterday that he'll like, okay, that's him now. Yeah, the animated graffiti. Okay, yeah, that shit's crazy. Like real time. That's must be a trip to see. Well, you'd be probably bored out of your mind unless you're him, but that's pretty intense. Like, I don't even know how he clears. It's almost like he sandblasts the wall in between each frame that he draws. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, his stuff was cool. I was definitely checking it out. But then I went down the Pete Draws rabbit hole after that. There was no coming back from that. Like, Pete Draws actually makes me kind of nervous. Like, feel seen looking at his stuff, because like this is just kind of a new style I started recently, just kind of stream of consciousness stuff, you know, like subconscious drawing. And like, so I get into these repetitive patterns of like types of shapes and lines that I put down and the way I draw them and little nicks and marks I put in it. And as I look at his stuff, it's like the exact same little markings I put in with stuff, you know, little nicks and dashes and loops, and it's kind of crazy how similar it is to my brain. So I'm kind of like, ooh, I want to reach out to him, tell him how much I might connect with his work, but at the same time I'm like, he's gonna think I'm copying him. My stuff, I'm like totally not at all, but it's coming out like totally the same. So I don't know, it's interesting. Oh yeah, he actually has a fountain pen with his name on it. I remember he was showing in it. But yeah, I actually got this, let's see, where is it? I got a fountain pen too recently, and it's wait. Where did I set it? Oh yeah, here it is. I got this thing, this fountain pen, but it's kind of like a Pentel brush pen or whatever, where it has, if you unscrew the bottom half, it has just like a cartridge in it you can fill with your own ink. And then it has stuff, I don't want to get ink on my fingers, but this nib comes out, it's just like a regular nib holder, so you can put any nib you want. Like I have a nib I got from Japan on it, which is actually pretty good, sort of like crosshatchy inking nib, but I've seen Pete Draws and some other people using a fountain pen like that, but I think the nib is a little rounded off, so it kind of is smoother across the paper. And so I want to get a nib kind of like that and draw it, because I really did like drawing with the fountain pen, but it's just too scratchy for like this free-flowing drawing. You know, if I were doing like specific inking comics or something like that, like cross-hatching and stuff like that, then it would be great. But I don't want to be that tight, you know. I want to be a little looser and free-flowing. Oh yeah, I might be doing that soon. It's crazy, like a few months ago I was worried, I've been like, I need to start drawing analog again, but I've been all digital for like a decade or more. Even though I used to be an assistant to an actual comic book inker at Image Comics, like I was trained professionally to ink and stuff, but still, like I was like 20 years ago at this point, so I was nervous. But now I've been doing it and I'm like it so much more than digital, and it almost seems easier now all of a sudden. It's like a weird switch went off in my head, and now the rest, I'm gonna start finishing my comic this week too, and I'm thinking about just printing it out, the roughs, doing the roughs digital and printing it out and inking it analog. So it's like weird, the comic's gonna be half digitally inked and half analog inked. It'll be a weird mix of styles throughout, like progression, because I've been drawing it like kind of in sequence too. Oh wow, you got way deep in. Oh, that's dangerous. I should stay away because I could easily do that too. Was it all just for art stuff, or do you do calligraphy or fancy writing or anything like that? Yeah. Well, do you have any recommendations for a not too expensive nib with a rounder tip so it like flows across the paper smoother? Because another reason I don't like the kind of traditional like G pen nibs, like the manga pens and like the Hunt 102 quill that like all the American comic artists use, is it's so sharp that the ink bleeds on so many different types of paper. Whereas, you know, something like felt tip, you never even have to worry about that. Like, hardly anything's gonna bleed from this. And so if I don't have a scratchy tip like that, it's like slicing grooves in the paper with like a rounded nib, it probably have more options for papers, because I don't want to get into that stuff, having to have special papers all the time, trying to find the right bristle board and all that, you know. I just want to be able to doodle it in my sketchbook or any kind of paper I have laying around. Nice. Yeah, I went through a period actually because I was learning to ink comics. I was assisting a guy, Chuck Gibson, at Wildstorm actually when they first got bought by DC. Is around the time I was doing it. Just kind of inking backgrounds and ruling lines and doing a lot of practicing on bristleboard with him. And yeah, I learned to ink with brush and with the Hunt 102 Crow Quill. But yeah, brush pens are still great too. But gotta work on control. But yeah, they're really nice. I love that Pentel brush pen, the black one. Yeah. Or did you find any that were like just real smooth going across paper, or are they all kind of like sharp tipped and stuff? Which do great lines and stuff, but yeah, I just I know like I have this paper I'm working on now is actually a it's from Deleter, but it's like a Japanese board for inking on, but it bleeds badly with any quills I use, so only brush pens and felt tips and stuff. Kurotake 50, okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's sorry. That's what you were saying. You have one like I do, yeah. Yeah, those are nice. It's amazing how much you used to have to spend on like Winsor and Newton brushes and stuff, you know, like really nice ones for inking, and now you can get pens like this for like between 10, 20, 30 bucks or so, and they last longer too. You don't have to like wash them every time you use them, you just put the cap on. It's amazing. It's probably why I went digital. I hated dealing with tools and cleaning and like bad nibs and, you know, like bad hairs and expensive brushes and stuff. Ugh, just got so draining. I'm like, I'm just using digital. I don't have to worry about tips or anything or spilling ink or you know. So even now I don't want to get too deep into it, but I like that fountain pen thing though, so. Yeah, I think what I'm mainly going to be doing is roughing out on digital and then working analog, because I do love roughing stuff out because it's like, oh, this arm could like turn 10 degrees down. It's like you don't have to erase it and redraw the old thing. You can just lasso it and turn it a little bit. Just saves time. But I like having the skill to do it if I ever want to or need to as well. To like do good, like professional level inking on it. So sure, I'll dabble in both from here on out. Just drawing a bunch of holes. Oh yeah, yeah. I did that like I did the Absolute Batman and the Arachnid Enforcer one, and I actually sketched those digitally and lightboxed it and inked it. But yesterday I did the I did the Bomb Devil one. I sketched it all out on paper and everything, and it was kind of frustrating a couple of times. I'm like, damn it, I could just wasting time redrawing this. I could just lasso it, and, you know, it's not like I don't know how to draw it. It's just I'm not wasting time when I could be getting to the good stuff, you know. So like I'm not sacrificing learning by taking that shortcut. These things sort of remind me of the holes that they would have to stick their hands in on that plant in Flash Gordon. They'd have to put their hand in it with Timothy Dalton and hope not to get stung, because then you'd die. Like Russian roulette, basically, with a plant. Used to freak me out so bad as a kid. I love that scene. It was so freaky. This sort of reminds me of the holes on the outside of the plant where they'd put their hand in. Yeah, have you not seen the classic Flash Gordon with the Prince music, with the Queen music and stuff? There's a scene in the jungles with Timothy Dalton's character, Flash Gordon. They sort of have a duel that way. Oh wow, dude, you should see that. It's classic, man. It's so fun. Like it's really cheesy, but like the sets are so good and all the costumes, and every sky in the movie is done with that sort of old chemical effect they used to do, where they put different chemicals in like heavy water and it would spread out and look all psychedelic and stuff. Yeah, just the colors and designs in that movie are great. And why do I keep saying Prince? The Queen music is so perfect for it too. It's really kind of psychedelic. Let's see.
That's right. I have no idea if it's working, but I'm streaming to Instagram for the first time this time too. But like, I opened my Instagram. It says I'm live on Instagram, but I guess people have been popping in and out watching. So. Yeah. Not sure if it's working or not. Anyway, back to the Flash Gordon plants here. Yeah. I do that too. I never watch an Instagram live for long, like a few seconds. I don't think it's a great platform for live, honestly, but software lets me connect to it, so see if people do like it. But I'd be interested if they chat on there, if it actually shows up here with my other chats or not. Like, I think if I type here, I'm using StreamYard. If I type in the chat there, it'll send it to YouTube or Twitch, but I don't think it'll send it to Instagram. And it's weird too, like it won't auto launch the Instagram like the other ones do when I hit go live. I have to get a separate stream key and go in there and hit live as well, and it's a pain, but I probably won't keep doing it a lot, but it was worth a try. But it's definitely a different crowd on Instagram than like Facebook and YouTube that come around. But it's weird, I can't go on my phone and get it to show up on the live, that I'm live. But I have a tab open on my browser that says it's playing live, where I had to click go live, so take its word for it. There we go. Let's see here. I don't know, I just people that come to visit and stuff, I think. There's a lot of people I know on Instagram that don't even have Facebook accounts or go on, you know, we're not connected on YouTube socially or anything. It was funny, my stream got turned off twice yesterday while I was streaming. Like, they turned off the feed, but it was still streaming. And it was because I was playing a DJ set in the background, and I guess it was getting copyright struck, but they didn't like ban me or turn off my. They would just turn off the feed until I turned off the music, and then a couple minutes later, the feed would show back up again. So, but yeah, pretty lame though. Because I used to be able to listen to just my Spotify if I wanted, as long as I wasn't monetizing that video, but more strict all of a sudden. I get tired of the royalty-free synthwave on YouTube like this. This one's not bad, but all the ones I used to have saved I'm sick of. Oh yeah, they got turned off for a bit, yeah. Like, I can still send a message to the chat too saying, hey, I'll be right back, and yeah. That's cool, at least they won't turn it off completely to where you're just off, like when I got banned from Twitch for drawing the outline of a boob. I was banned within seconds for 24 hours. They just turned my channel off, I couldn't even go to it. Couldn't log in, nothing. It's like it disappeared. You were cut off cold when they turn you off. It's weird, the YouTube stuff, they cut the feed, but like I don't get a copyright strike or anything either on my streams, so I don't know. 'Cause that's what happened with the others when I'd listen to my Spotify. I'd always get messages after my stream ended saying, oh, you can't be played in certain regions. We detected copyrighted music, and they'll give you a list. And they're like, so you won't be getting a copyright strike, but you can't monetize this video. But otherwise, you don't have to do anything. So that's usually what I do, just nothing. I was like, well, that's fine. I'm not interested in monetizing the live streams. Yeah, it's crazy how fast Twitch did it. I was drawing from a figure model, and I just drew a very stylized sort of outline of her breast shape and then the nipple. And then all of a sudden it said, we're having trouble connecting to your Twitch, and I looked and I'd been banned. It's like, Jesus. Good thing we saved those children from years of therapy from seeing a comic book style outline of a breast on a drawing. These are like little weird rock shapes or plants or something, or missile heads. I was tempted to make them all penises though, but I don't want to get banned again. A field of penises.
I know, that's I agree. I could like just probably sit for hours with him doodling. I should send him a message. But like I said, I feel all insecure, like it's too similar or something. Even if it's not the same, I feel like he's gonna be like, oh, because he's been doing it for like a decade already. I've been noticing, like, he's been doing all this stuff. But I'm like, if you go back in my history, you'll see like before like a month ago, none of my stuff looked like this. You'll be like, well, what are you copying? Why'd your, you know, it's like when people start using AI, their style changes so drastically out of nowhere. I don't think mine changed that drastically, but definitely changed. Because I started this just a new way of thinking and working and stuff, but brought a lot of joy back to art too, though, which is Peter's thing too. It's like, yeah, it's like meditation. Yeah, he's got videos up there from over like 10, 11 years ago. But yeah, eventually I might send him a note and just be like, hey dude, some of my stuff, feel like we think the same way. Let's get married. Just kidding. No, but yeah, like, we should collab or something. I'd be a little starstruck, I think, if he wanted to co-stream, even though he's just some dude doodling in his little apartment. Like, I feel like his stuff's so, I don't know, like, it sees deep inside my brain. But yeah, you might have to be my witness, though. I might have to have him call you, Mark. Because if I reach out to him and he sees my stuff and he's like, dude, you're just copying me, man. I'll be like, no, man, I was already drawn like this. And I found you because I was drawn like this, because this guy, Mark, recommended your channel. And I was like, oh, man, that is exactly my brain on paper. And then he'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. Well, let's be best friends then. And then we'll live happily ever after. And you can come over to our house every night, a couple times a year, Mark, for a dinner. where we reminisce about how it all started. Yeah. My love fantasy with Pete Draws. Peter Draws. Is it Peter Draws or Peter? I think it's Peter Draws, yeah. Are you happy to be included in my fanfic? Didn't get left out in the cold. About done. I don't want to fill in that section. I want to keep it kind of cleared out. Just a little bit more here and there. Whew. Leave me. But you were the matchmaker. You brought us together. I'm gonna leave it at that. I kind of like that little swash of like less detail there. There it is. How long did that take? About an hour. Not bad. I met Cynics once. Oh, that's super cool. I was at a Gnomon event one time and Stephen Platt was there, the comic book artist, and I wanted to say hi to him. He was there for storyboarding, but I was too much of a dork to say hi. I got all scared. I'd probably do the same with someone like Cynics. Whoops. So I totally feel you on that. Yeah. He didn't. I think he's a nice. From what I hear, he's a nice guy and he's totally chill. But he was standing in the back by himself with his hat pulled down and he looked kind of grumpy. So he wasn't looking too inviting. It could have just been him doing his thing and like concentrating. Because I've never heard that he's a jerk. Really, actually, I think he's a really nice guy. But the time I just, I was nervous and read it all wrong, and that was it. Oh, Instagram just disconnected my stream. It only lasts an hour. Whatever. All right. Well, cool, man. This one's done, and I think I'm good. I'm going to call it for the night and start wrapping up and get sleepy for work tomorrow in the office. But thanks for hanging out and chatting with me the whole time, dude. Love it. Yeah. Probably stream a couple more times this week after work. And then I might do another 4-hour stream over the weekend like I did yesterday. It's kind of cool to just do one full finished piece. Just pick some sort of fan art and do it. I'm trying to think of some other fan art I want to do now. Something that's popular like Chainsaw Man, but that I'd have fun drawing. I'll have to think about it this week. But anyway, cool, man. Have a good one. Catch you later. Bye, everybody else. There's a few people watching too, lurking, so hello to you.
Catch you later.